Hello dear lovely souls, welcome to my channel. This is Soleil. I am Soleil, and this is Soleil Rising channel. So this is your March 2024 astrology reading. I'm super excited. I don't know when was the last time I made like monthly readings. Sorry for the noise, but yeah, I'm excited because March is the beginning of astrology. It's the first month. It's my new year. In my culture, we celebrate New Year in March, and in astrology, I celebrate in March because that's where everything begins. And this is super exciting. I have maybe 1-2 news, but the most important news, we're starting from last sign. So we're gonna start from Pisces, and then we're gonna end with Aries. If you're new to my channel, please make sure to subscribe and comment down below if you're new. But yeah, we're gonna try it this way. I'm just curious to see how it's gonna go, because usually like most of the people who are watching, they have strong aspects in Pisces, Aquarius, and in Capricorn when they watch my videos, and I have very few little people watching Aries and Gemini videos. So let's see how it goes. Please help me with timestamps if I don't put them, but I think I will, but I don't think I will, because I have like an appointment right after this. I'm sorry, I will need your help. And another news is that many of you message me or email me about tarot readings, which I don't do. I am interested more in pursuing a career in astrology. Like, I'm diving deeper in astrology, and I know I get distracted too fast and I get interested in many things, but I would like to focus on astrology. And for astrology consultations, you can always reach out to me. But the thing is, recently for myself, I found a tarologist, like a person who does tarot, but they're like talented. They're born to be tarot readers. And I don't trust tarot as much, because I believe if someone does tarot, they should have it in their genes, or they should be born to read tarot, because anyone can learn the meanings of tarot and do the interpretations. I believe in those who just they see, they just need tarot as a tool to channel the information. I channel information through astrology, so when I just look at your chart, I start speaking. Sometimes I don't know what I'm saying, but then in the end, when I go back and I check, I said something. So that's like channeling. So this woman that I found, she's amazing. Her name is Sena, and I will leave her contacts down below. So if you're interested in a tarot reading, I would highly suggest to reach out to her, not to me. She is amazing, like on point, and there are some things that you wouldn't expect someone to know, and she does know. Like, we did ancestors reading, my ancestors that I've never met in my life. I just heard some stories. She was like, oh, and I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, the link is down below. And what else can I say? If you're new to my channel, I am preparing astrology course. Who's gonna watch for 3 minutes? I don't think people gonna watch, but yeah, I'm still preparing astrology course that I'm gonna launch hopefully in April or May. So I will also provide that link below, and we're gonna start with Pisces. Hello dear Pisces, welcome. You are first. This month you're gonna be the first, and hopefully next month too. So what do we have in March? I mean, starting from now, happy birthday, by the way. Some of you who have birthdays, please make sure to watch your rising sign. Can you see the desk? Yeah. Please make sure to watch your rising sign, and happy birthday to Pisces born people here. This month, actually February, and then in March, until like 20th or something of March, we have so many planets in Pisces. So you are feeling the energy, you are feeling the vibe, you're like ambitious, you want to do something. And especially before that, before March, you were probably a little bit like you know, maybe tired, exhausted. That makes sense, because most of the planets were in your 12th house. So I'm using house system, that's why it's very important to check your rising sign. So let's begin from beginning of the March. In the beginning of March, we have some aspects. I don't usually start with something like tensions or negative aspects, but I will just do this time, because whatever is happening right now in the world, you need to know some things. Like, for example, during this period, not to sign contracts or not to take some drastic decisions, because I've done that like literally a week ago, and that led to problems right now that I have to resolve. So from 3rd of March, like 1 day, 2 days before, and then until 12th, but I would say for some of you until 19th, depending on your chart, there will be some kind of tension when it comes to signing some kind of documents, preparing for your immigration process, for some kind of school, or buying some kind of things, because we have Venus squaring Uranus, Venus from your 12th house in Aquarius, squaring Uranus in your 3rd house, and then from around 10th until 12th, then we have Mars doing the same thing to Uranus, which is in your 3rd house. So from your 12th house to your 3rd house, which means we're dealing with some kind of documents related to immigration, some kind of secret, hidden things that you don't want to tell other people. Maybe you're preparing your visa, maybe you are preparing to study abroad, travel somewhere, move somewhere. That's why you have to you will be dealing with some kind of things related to these things. And during this period from 3rd until 12th, there might be some kind of pullback or tension. Don't give up. I'm just saying, like, it's better to prepare everything before that period. But the thing is, we're dealing with Uranus, and Uranus is something that is sudden and unexpected. So I cannot exactly say what could happen. There are so many possibilities. One of them could be, like, as I said, documents. The other could be technology, transportation, or your siblings, maybe some kind of news about your siblings being somewhere and they need something, and there are things related to that. And I would say during this period, be careful with like transportation, especially if you're like traveling somewhere far, flying, or I don't know, taking a car. So be very careful with that. And same thing goes for documents or buying something. So if you want to buy something and you might feel that something is fishy because you're a Pisces, you must have those intuition skills. So listen to your guts. If someone tries to like lie to you and try to scam you, be like, no, not this week. Okay. Then we have another aspect on 8th of March. Mercury is conjuncting Neptune, which is your own planet, in your own 1st house. So this is happening in your chart. To me, this talks about being very creative, being very inspired. So this day you might receive some kind of news, some kind of gift, some kind of actually good news that will make you super happy. But it also, like, it depends if you're like really influenced by Neptune or not. But if you have very strong Pisces energy, which you probably do, you will be definitely influenced. And the thing is, you have to make sure that you use this energy in a positive way, because Neptune is about your emotions, about the things that you cannot see. So if you do not use this period for something creative, for something where you can enjoy your time, then you will be feeling sad. So for me, these aspects of Mercury and Neptune together, usually, because I use these aspects to plan out, let's say, songwriting, or plan out painting, plan things that I have to release all of the, I don't know, distract myself from reality. This is perfect period for that. So 7, 8, 9, these 3 days. But also it could be news related. You could receive some kind of news related to you. It can be about anything. Could be the news from your partner, because Mercury also rules your 7th house of partners. Then we also have Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. So 4th house. So news could be about your parents or your partner. So that's also something that you can look out for. But I would definitely say perfect day for really distracting yourself from this amazing reality. Okay. Until 10th of March, Mercury is in your 1st house. So you're extremely busy thinking about the ways that you can evolve, develop, improve, and get better. So basically, you're super active. And on 10th of March, Mercury will enter Aries and it will go to your second house. And that's when you're going to be super busy thinking about the ways that you can make money. You're going to be extremely busy thinking about your health, about your body. And it's very normal. So if during this period you want to, I don't know, start some kind of educational courses related to how to make money or how to like sell something, this is perfect for that. Then on 11th of March, Venus enters Pisces. So from 11th of March, Pisces are going to be fancy. You're gonna receive all the luck, all the attention, and it will be all for you and all about you. So I would probably suggest, if you wanted to change something in your hair, you wanted to some kind of haircut, hair dyeing, some things with your beauty, with your appearance, you can definitely do that and expect. So during this month, I would definitely suggest manifest. Do whatever you want because you will receive it. You have all the support. And I don't think I mentioned it, but I finished making my manifestation journal, and I'm waiting for people to give me some feedback so that then I can fully share it to the world. So I would definitely suggest for you to 100% invest your time in manifesting and dreaming big this month. Mars will enter Pisces on 22nd, which means until 22nd, Mars is in your 12th house. This is, I would definitely say, some of Pisces rising people or Pisces here are dealing with some things that they don't want to share with other people, but you're extremely busy when it comes to like traveling abroad, not traveling, but like moving somewhere. You're extremely busy with your immigration process. Some of you probably until 22nd or 21st of March are busy with like being in retreats, taking time for yourself, figuring out like who I am, what do I want in terms of like soul. How do you feel? I noticed like right now I see on social media that some people are literally going to retreats, spending time in nature alone with themselves. I can see that for Pisces too. I would also see something like you're taking your time to do some kind of yoga or meditation, or literally going outside to the nature, cycling, running, very busy things. But at the same time, as I said, some things that you are going to be doing secretly, especially since Mars rules your second house of money. It is definitely related to some kind of money transactions. Maybe you will be working and you won't tell anyone what is this job and you're just making money. So that's perfect. And then from 22nd of March, when Mars moves into your first house, then you're gonna be extremely ambitious. So when Venus goes to your first house and Mercury is there, you're like figuring out things about yourself, how you want, like, I feel like you're gonna be planning out your year during this period. And then when Mars moves into your first house, then you're gonna be like, okay, time to take action, time to run, time to be like extremely ambitious, extremely like impulsive, and make good decisions. And you know, like sometimes you're like, oh, I want to start some kind of project, will I have energy for that? You will. With Mars in your first house, you will be like, okay, let's go, let's do it, let's move. Definitely related to money as well, for sure. Like I think for you this month, you will be thinking about the ways that you can make money and fast, and you're gonna be like investing your time into that. We will have also new moon on 10th of March in Pisces. I'm telling you, this month is for you to start manifesting, to start planning out your life, and knowing that everything that you will want to accomplish will come true. The new moon, okay, new moon is like new beginnings, and it's 20 degrees of Pisces, probably in your first house. So if you are born around 20, if you have something in 20 degrees of Pisces, definitely you will be feeling it. But again, manifestation during new moon, after new moon, is perfect for you. On 25th of March, we're having a lunar eclipse in Pisces. Oh my God, I'm sorry, in Libra. 5 degree of Libra in your 8th house. And this is the lunar eclipse where you have to let go. And it's the house for you in the 8th house of transformation. I will make a full video about this, hopefully, if I have energy and I don't have to move another house again. So during this period, you will be letting go of some connections that were kind of traumatizing, that were like a bit manipulative or traumatic, toxic relationships. You will be letting go, or they will be leaving your life, and that's for good. That's karmic. Let them go. Also, during this period, maybe some of you will be letting go of some kind of fears that you have been having in your life. Also, it can mean that maybe some of money, like support, financial support that you have been receiving could be going away. And again, it's time for it to go, because one thing goes, another thing comes, because then we will have like solar eclipse next month in April. So that's the new beginning. So before that, you have to cleanse and let go. Plus, 8th house is full on transformation. So to me, this literally can mean anything, because transformation can mean that something in your brain will be like, okay, time to change, time to switch. Now I'm gonna do complete different things. So it's full on transformation. Okay. And we will have Mercury retrograde in April, 2nd of April, but the influence will already start happening around the end of March. So if things will start slowing down, you know what's the reason. It's Mercury retrograde. But in order to not get stuck in some kind of situations for a month in April, I would suggest to do all the paperwork and everything before the end of March. Yes. And I think that sums up all the aspects that will be happening in March. If you're interested in one-on-one consultation with me, reach out to me. I will be happy to work with you. Plus, I'm free, so I am expecting to do readings for people, because I love checking people's charts and telling what I see. And we're gonna move to Aquarius. Hello, dear Aquarius. Welcome. Guess what? Now we are in the beginning. Now you no longer have to wait until the end of, I don't know how many hours I make my readings, but here we are, and you are here in the beginning, and welcome again. Please make sure to check your rising sign, okay? Because it's way more important, because I'm going with house system when I do my predictions. But for big aspects, I noticed that even your sun and moon work. So for example, last video was about Pluto. For Pluto, you can check everything: your sun, your moon, and your rising. So let's go. This month, March, but February has been extremely big month, I would say. So let me know in comments. Like, I am pretty sure big changes have been happening in Aquarius, is like moon or even rising and sun. A lot of things have been happening in February, like big dramatic changes. But now we're moving on to March, and here your concentration is gonna be about money, networking, communication, and like people, more like dealing with people. But before I go like exactly on other specific aspects, I don't usually give like tension, like I don't talk about the aspects which give some kind of tension. But I don't know, maybe like some of you need this month to know about some of these aspects. Most of them are happening from Aquarius, from your sign. I mean, there are two. Venus, which is in Aquarius, will be squaring Uranus, which is in your 4th house. 4th house of Taurus, and then Mars will be doing the same thing to Uranus, and it starts from 3rd of March, like 2nd of March, 3rd of March, and then it kind of slows down, and then it begins again for Mars from 10th of March until 12th, but then it kind of disappears fully by 19th. So what is this tension? The tension is between you and your family. Wow. Let's see. You and your family you and the house that you live in, you and like moving in and things like that. Oh my god, that makes sense. My moon is in Aquarius, that's why that makes sense, because I have to be moving and looking for houses. So during this period, but you know, it's we're dealing with Uranus, so Uranus is everything sudden. So we don't know if it's what exactly it will happen, but we can just say the fields. The fields, as I said, your parents, sorry for my hair, your parents, your house, the place where you live in. So, and it is related to you. So something about you will be affecting these fields. So for example, me, I will be forced to either move out or to find a housing, and this period will be a little bit like turbulent for me, but in the end, of course, I'm gonna find something because Venus is a lucky planet. But this week, probably like from 3rd until 12th, or we can add some more days, you will be feeling it like lots of tension. So I can tell you, during this period, do not make drastic changes, do not like decide to cut off and do some crazy things, because I've done it like literally a few days ago. Literally on Monday I was like, okay, done, I'm cutting this, and now I'm like in big trouble. So yeah, that's the date that I wanted to let you know about. And there is another period, so let me just try something. Okay, another period is 8th of March. 7, 8, 9. We always add like 1 or 2 days before and after the exact aspect. The aspect is between Mercury and Neptune. They are conjuncting in Pisces, and for you it's gonna be in your 2nd house of money. And Mercury is about news, and Neptune is like related to things from abroad, related to things as spiritual things, or things that you don't know of. And Aquarius and Pisces. Yeah, so for you it is definitely related, news related to money, probably related to spirituality, related to retreats, related to like food. So I would say maybe you will receive a news, but I can also tell for those Aquariuses who are very spiritual or very creative, this period you can just plan out to do something creative that can bring you money. I don't know. So if I just bring an example, I usually plan out Mercury and Neptune aspects to spend my time to get distracted from this world, like for writing music, for writing something, just like channeling information. But because for you it's happening in the house of money, so I would probably say that if during this day you will start searching for jobs, or start searching for some kind of, or maybe even emailing for promotion and things related to increasing your income, this day is, I think, very good. But this day is not the day where you will be signing. So if during this day someone sends you a contract or some kind of paper to sign related to money, just wait, because maybe you will think that the opportunity is so good, or the other way around, like the opportunity is like meh, and then you won't sign it, or you will sign it. So just wait until 9th and then do your thing. Just try to delay, just trust me. If you're watching this, you believe in astrology, I hope so. Just trust me when I say don't take an action, especially something very official. Don't do it, move on. 9th, after 9th, then you can think about it, especially because 10th we have a new moon, and it is in this field of money. So I might even jump there, but like look, on 10th, what do we have? On 10th, Mercury goes to, 1 second, Mercury goes to Aries, to your 3rd house on 10th of March, which means from 10th of March you will be definitely interacting with people. You will be busy moving a lot, like moving for some kind of, like going to places within your city, moving from your house to some kind of office to sign some kind of documents. And on 10th I will go, yes, let's do it. On 10th of March we're having a new moon in Pisces in your 2nd house. So I feel like around 8th, 9th, and 10th, you will receive some kind of news related to some kind of financial decision. Yeah, I definitely think it's about money or income or promotion. And then on 10th, that's when you will start taking actions. So you will sign some kind of contract, and you will make some kind of new beginning for yourself related to some kind of income that you have. Because then from 10th, you will be extremely busy with this paperwork, making things official, going to places, applying for, I don't know, for, let's say, residency, you know, like doing all of those paperwork. That's why you'll be extremely busy, like moving from your house to those kind of places that I just mentioned. Then Venus, this is how crazy it is. Venus goes to Pisces on 11th of March. So on like that period, you first receive some kind of news, and it is definitely related to money, because Venus goes to your second house of money too on 11th of March. So look out for this period. It is definitely related to money. So if you're like, I didn't apply, I don't need a job, I already have a job, apply for a promotion, apply for some kind of opportunities to do business trips or some kind of competitions at work. I don't know how it works, but like that. Or you're like, oh, I already have a job. Or maybe this is the period where you will find more opportunities, something better, so you can apply and get accepted. Some kind of offer will come. So take this date. If you were like, oh, I need to find a job, or I need to find an internship, and I don't know when it's gonna happen, this is the period where it will happen. But if you, of course, take action around the beginning of March, and I think around 8th of March, you will find something really cool, and then you will already start making it official after 10th. Okay, and the thing is, Mars is in your sign until 22nd of March, which gives you so much drive, so much passion, so much ambition. So until 22nd of March, you're definitely putting yourself out there, you're definitely trying out new things, you're moving forward. And after 22nd of March, even Mars is going to Pisces, to your second house of money. And that's when, again, you're gonna be extremely busy figuring out this financial situation that is super big in your life for this month. Okay, then what is extremely interesting is that we have a lunar eclipse in Libra on 25th of March in your 9th house. And this is the lunar eclipse, which means like we're letting go, we're moving away, or we're like changing some things. So 25th of March, you will be probably letting go of some opportunities. Maybe you were thinking about, so this period is more like related to education, related to studying abroad or learning new skills, applying for some kind of courses, or working with foreigners, working for international organization, or some kind of spiritual organization, or working with gurus and spiritual people. So this period, of course, we take 2 days before and 2 days after, you will be probably going through some kind of transformation. You will be thinking about like bigger picture in your life, and you will be probably changing your plans in life, because 9th house is not only like studying abroad, living abroad, moving abroad, but it's also like bigger picture that you see of your life. So during this period, you might be shifting and letting go of some big picture that you had before, and you will be working towards something new, or you will be thinking about, okay, I have this big vision, big picture, how can I take actions and steps during this period? So I would say go for it. And also during eclipses, we have eclipse week, 2 weeks, do not make drastic changes. So analyze, journal, write down, just go over it in your head, write down, like, I don't know, make a map, but make sure that you're like putting it somewhere, not keeping it only in your head, because if you keep it too much in your head, then you will explode and you will be like, okay, I have to make a decision, I have to change something. Just just write it down. And the thing is, I've finished working on my manifestation journal, so you can work with it and it will probably help you and guide you to go through this week, which is going to be extremely powerful week for you. And then in the end of March, we will already start having Mercury pre-shadow period, where Mercury will already start slowing down. And some of you who have strong influence of Mercury, like if you have very strong Virgo or Gemini aspects or energy, you will start already feeling this Mercury retrograde working, because 2nd of April, that's where Mercury goes retrograde, which means before it starts, before the end of March, make sure to prepare all of your documents, make sure that you have everything settled, because after that you will be going back to old things. So yes, now, yeah, if you're interested in astrology reading with me, the links are down below, and we're moving to Capricorns. Wow, I can't believe that we're going to Capricorns in the beginning of the video. Let me take a sip of water. Dear Capricorns, hey, February has been very interesting, wasn't it? Let me know in comments down below. It has been, and it is still. Many things are happening, especially related to career, to money, and trust me, March is going to be very spectacular as well. So make sure that you're checking your rising sign, and of course you can check your sun sign and your moon sign. And I would say, like, yeah, you can check anything that you want, but more accurate is when you check your rising sign, because I go by house system. Even though I am a Capricorn, I listen to this part, but like it affects some aspects, but the rising sign makes more specific, exact predictions. So let's go. The thing is, like, until the middle of March, most of the planets are in Aquarius, in the 2nd house for you of money. So if you were thinking about money this whole month, and you were thinking about where to make money, how to make money, where to get it, this will continue happening, but it's going to be more with results. You will be receiving news, receiving promotions, receiving like offers and etc., especially in March. So maybe in February it's still like in the mind, you're thinking about it. March, action time. So let's begin. Around 3rd until 12th, there is attention. I'm sorry, but it makes sense in this video. There is some kind of tension between what do you want to do and how you want to make money. So there is big debate that is happening in your head to be like, should I go for anything, or should I follow my heart and do whatever I think will bring me like money and satisfaction? So there is this tension where you will be like, what should I do? And you will be extremely busy in your brain. But the thing is, we're dealing with Venus squaring Uranus in your 5th house. So 2nd house squaring your 5th house, and then Mars doing the same thing to Uranus. These two things, these two planets, Venus and Mars, are not about your thinking. It's actually about your actions. And I would say you will be definitely making some kind of big changes during this period, because Venus, for example, is the ruler of your 4th house, I believe. Yeah, 4th house. And then, wait a minute, because no, 10th house, your 10th house, it's your career, and then it's also ruler of your 5th house. So it makes sense that you will be debating over doing what you like to make the money, or just doing anything, because it's very strong aspect for you. That is why during this period I wouldn't suggest to make drastic changes and drastic decisions, but definitely during this week you will be receiving some kind of not insights, but finding opportunities that you can wait to finalize after the new moon. Like after 10th, you can already make, like, start acting, but until 10th you might be like feeling a little bit irritated. It's quite normal, I guess. So also we can say for those who have kids, it means that during this period maybe there will be some kind of need to spend some kind of money for your kids, for their education, or for some kind of expenses at school, and that will bring you frustration because you were not planning. Because with Uranus, it's something sudden, unexpected, and you never think about it. It just happens. So maybe all of a sudden school says like, oh, there's going to be a trip and you have to pay for it, and I don't know, you know, like, you know, your kid's situation, and you can think about what can happen in their life depending, like it could be school, it could be like extracurricular activities where you will be financing and you will not like it, but it's okay. Just chill until after 10th. You can figure it out what to do. All right, then another aspect that we have is Mercury conjuncting Neptune on 8th of March in your 3rd house. So 3rd house is related to your siblings, related to people from your childhood, and it's related to communication, networking, and transportation. So with this aspect, we can think differently. Like, one, Mercury and Neptune together, it's some kind of news. So you're receiving news related to either your sibling, or it could be that maybe there is some kind of news from some kind of spiritual person, from a person who does astrology or tarot. Maybe some of you will watch this during 8th of March and you will receive some kind of insight, some kind of news, some kind of information that will be helpful for you. During this period, if you plan to go somewhere around the nature, around the sea, river, it's perfect, but I wouldn't suggest to kind of like go on trips or be in transportation during this period, but you can do whatever you want. What I would suggest, since 3rd house is also news, it's radio, it's YouTube, it's social media, I would suggest during this period you can just chill, you can just watch TV, play some kind of movie, and you will enjoy it. This is an aspect that I don't talk about much, but I noticed that it's perfect aspect for like getting away from the reality, like distracting yourself from reality and getting back to your senses and having this inner communication. So for example, journaling, watching TV, or having this beautiful conversation with someone close to you, like your sibling. But also during this period, do not sign any paper, any kind of contract, because again, you will be like, your brain is going to be perceiving information differently, so you might miss some details and you might sign something that you later might regret. That's why during this 7, 8, 9, this period, again, do not sign anything important, as I said in the beginning of the video. Okay, Mercury enters Aries on 10th of March, and it is gonna go to your 4th house. So during this period, Mercury is gonna go to your 4th house, and this is the period where some of you will be either moving in or thinking about buying a property or dealing with the house situation or with your parents. So we're dealing with documents, with news, and just like being busy around this topic. Maybe some of you will receive some kind of notice or some kind of news from your parents, but it could be just in your thoughts. Something will happen, you'll be thinking about it, but it's not that you will be taking action. Then from 11th of March, Venus moves to Pisces, and then Mars moves into Pisces, and all of this happening in your 3rd house. Then we have a new moon in on 10th of March in your 3rd house. So 3rd house of communication, networking, education, studying, teaching, providing services, and your siblings is going to be very much activated, and you will be definitely receiving some kind of news around this period. And I feel like I'm repeating myself, but the thing is, it's very powerful period, because most of the planets are like moving after each other into this field of your life. What I can say, during this period from 10th of March, you will be extremely busy in terms of like interacting with people. You will be like talking a lot, making lots of connections, meeting new people. For example, it could also be that you will change your place of living, or you will change your career or something like that, where you will be thrown into new environment, where you will be having new neighbors, new co-workers, and you will be having new places of like for grocery shopping. So things of that nature will be something new, and that's why you will be spending time adopting and learning new things about this place. For others of you, it can mean that around March you will decide to take some kind of course, and you will take it seriously. For example, a language course, some kind of course that will give you some kind of skill. So for example, trading. I want to do that. Yeah, so if you were thinking about when to start some kind of course, will I be committed during March? You will definitely be. Then on 25th of March, we're having a lunar eclipse in Libra. 5 degree, fifth degree, 5, oh my God, my English. 5 degree of Libra in your 10th house. So this is big. This is extremely big, and you will start feeling the energy of this eclipse already in March. I feel it right now, but because my eclipse period is in the same axis. So what is going on in the 10th house of career? And it's a lunar eclipse of letting go of all things and coming up with new ideas, and it is related for your career and your house and your living situation and your parents. Basically, it's one of the biggest location in anyone's chart, and for you it happened to be this year, this March, where you will be letting go of some kind of career idea or some kind of job that you didn't want to do or you were forced to do, and you'll be like, okay, let it go. Something that wasn't serving you will be going away, and it is related to literally your life choice, your reputation, your whole, like, I wouldn't say identity, but it will be affecting your identity. So for whatever is happening inside of your brain will be affecting your career and your house. So for example, like, where will I live? Which country should I move in? What field I will be pursuing? And the thing is, during this period, you might shift your career completely. You'll be like, okay, no longer, I don't want to do this kind of job anymore. I want to move to different field. So this is very big thing, and I'm really curious to know how it's gonna play out for you. So for some of you, you might be during this period, you will be going for what is it called? Retire. Some of you will retire during this period. You'll be like, okay, I no longer want to work. That could happen. Some of you will be like, okay, I'm done with all of this. I need a break, and I will be move in with my family and my parents, or just travel home. And the thing is, during this period, we have like lunar eclipse season, where you shouldn't be making big decisions. It's okay to think about those things, think about these decisions, and some things that naturally go away without you putting any effort, it's okay. But like when it comes to you doing something to these choices, just be a little bit patient. Don't do it. I don't know why am I telling you this, because I'm pretty sure I will not follow this advice anyways. So good thing to know. And the thing is, this lunar eclipse will definitely affect Capricorn risings, Capricorn suns, Capricorn moons, meaning like you will feel this eclipse for sure. Meaning feel like you can literally feel it, or things will be happening during this period a lot. And I think we can end up with we can end with eclipse, but I can just say that on April 2nd, we will have Mercury retrograde, which means by the end of March, we are already going to have the effects of Mercury retrograde. So, which means by the end of March, you will have to be dealing with all the processes and all big decisions before April. So, signing contracts, thinking about big changes, or beginning new things, make sure to finish them at least before the lunar eclipse. Yeah, the perfect period after new moon, after 10th until the full moon, which is an eclipse. So finish all of that. And if you're interested in a private reading with me, I'll be free this time, so you can always reach out to me. And we're moving on to Sagittarius. I need a sip of water. Tea. Okay, hello dear Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. Super excited to have you here in the beginning. So I know most of Sagittarius don't believe in this kind of like spiritual things, but then there are some who do. So if you are, welcome. Please make sure to check your rising sign. It is very important. You can check your sun sign, your moon sign, but I would highly suggest to check the rising sign, because it will give you a prediction, like a forecast that you are coming here for, more precise forecast. So this month we have lots of things for you happening within your household, with your parents and your home. But in the beginning of the month, we will have some kind of tension, I would say. I don't talk about the, like, aspects that have tension, but this time I will, because maybe it will be helpful. So from around 2nd, 3rd of March until 12th, but it's like it comes in waves. So for example, from 2nd, 3rd, 4th of March, you have some kind of irritation, some kind of tension with work and paperwork and work, and maybe your health and your siblings. And then it slows down, and then around 9, 10, 11, 12, it goes up again. So some kind of problem, some kind of tension will start happening again during this period. And as I said, it's related to some kind of health situation, some kind of news, or something to do with your sibling, with transportation. That is why it is extremely important that during this period you should be a little bit cautious and careful with transportation, especially maybe transportation that you take to go to work. I need to apply this, it's important, sorry. Yeah. During this period also, I wouldn't suggest to sign any papers, especially related to your work, some kind of contract, some things. Do not do it. So if there will be some kind of offer, or there will be some kind of some kind of offer related to your work, I don't know if it's about a promotion, but it could be, because we're dealing with Venus. Make sure to like take your time to be like, can I take my time to give my answers? Do that, because maybe during this period you will make like very impulsive decision, and then you could regret it. But also it's very sudden news that you didn't expect, so look for that as well. Around 8th of March, like 7, 8, or 9, we're having Mercury conjuncting Neptune, and it is happening for you in your 4th house. So something to do with your parents, or something to do with your house, will be like some kind of news, could be around that. But I would suggest maybe during this period, if you like go and visit your home country, or go and visit your parents, it will be very nice period. So other than that, usually this period, if you don't use it, you won't notice it. So Mercury and Neptune, it's usually something more internal. So if you want to be sad, you will be a little bit sad with this aspect. But if you want to use it for something, like you want to feel some kind of excitement, some kind of happiness, or some kind of inspiration, then you should use this aspect. So for me, I would suggest for you, I would suggest to go and visit your family, your parents, or just call them and have a nice conversation. Maybe you will receive some kind of news, some kind of secret will come out. So that's interesting to do. Okay, Mercury is going to enter Aries on 10th of March, and it is gonna go to your fifth house of romance, news, not news, kids, creativity, entertainment. So during this period, some of you might be thinking about, oh, there will be a concert and I want to attend that concert. Or maybe some of you will start going on a date and you will receive some kind of message from someone and they'll be like, oh, let's have a date. It's like date period. For those who have kids, it can mean that something exciting, some kind of event will be happening for your kids. Also, it can mean that maybe during this period you will be thinking, for those who are extremely like creative Sagittarius, during this period you will be extremely inspired to create something and perform, write, and etc. Then Venus will enter Pisces on 11th of March. Venus will be in Pisces and it's gonna go to your fourth house. So here I can definitely see that some of you, because Mars is in your third house until 22nd of March, you will be extremely busy. You're like physically extremely busy, going places. And when Venus goes to your fourth house around 11th of March, you will find comfort at home. So comfort means you will be spending time with your parents, or you will find the house or the place that you can literally feel very comfy in. But I also noticed that during this period, when Venus goes to fourth house, it can, for some of you, I noticed this, some kind of idea of this redesigning, decorating your house comes in to the play. So some of you will be like, oh, would it be nice if I buy like a new sofa or change the walls of the house, things like that. And then Mars will enter your fourth house on 22nd of March, and this is definitely the period that you will be extremely busy at home doing the renovation or visiting your parents on a daily basis. So you'll be extremely busy at home, maybe working from home, exercising at home, doing something at home or for your parents. On 10th of March, we're having a new moon again in your fourth house, but literally depends on your chart, but I'm going like with general. Fourth house, something, okay, I know that like there's lots of people who are watching this and everyone will have different types of interpretations for them, but another interpretation I can say that during this period, some of you with Venus being there in your fourth house and the new moon happening in there, I feel like some of you will have this idea of working on real estate, Airbnb, or renting out your own house to someone. That is why when Mars comes in on 22nd, you will be busy with moving out and moving in and doing something at home. That's another way you can interpret this aspect. And then on 25th of March, we're having a lunar eclipse in Libra in your 11th house, 5 degrees. If it's in your 11th house, then this will relate, but if for some of you it could be in your 10th house, so maybe you can watch Capricorn reading for that, but just check your reading, your chart. So lunar eclipse in 11th house is about letting go of some people in your life, like friends. Some friends will be just like something happens between you and your friend and you'll be like, ciao cacao, I don't want to deal with you anymore, we're done. Or something happens that they go away, or maybe they will move but it's more like, it's not about distance, it's just like cutting ties with someone. Maybe they just like move somewhere and you will no longer be in contact with them. It's not that you're like in long distance relationship, but it's more like, oh, they're gone. So you don't have that connection. Also, if there were like toxic people, toxic friends around you, they will be going away from your life, or you will be letting them go. Also, 11th house is also some projects or some communities or some groups that you have been a part of that you will be like letting go again, because maybe during this period, I think I made a video about Rahu and Ketu, the North Node and South Node. You can check it out. This is the period for you to actually let go of some things that get your attention, to mostly focus on what you want. So this is very important, like letting go of some communities, some kind of groups that you have been a part of, so that you can follow your idea and do something of your own. So during this period, you will be like extremely like busy in your mind, thinking about how to deal with this, what you can do on your own, what kind of people you want to get out of your life, and who do you want to surround yourself with. Yes. And the thing is, on 2nd of April, we will have a Mercury retrograde, which means Mercury pre-shadow will start in the end of March. And for you, it's going to be happening in your 5th house of love. So expect your exes coming back or messaging you around the end of March. So I will talk about it later, but if you're interested in a astrology reading with me, the links are down below. I will be free this month and maybe upcoming month too to have a reading. And we're gonna move on to Scorpios. Damn. Okay. Hello dear Scorpio. Welcome to my channel. This is your March 2024 reading. Please make sure to check your rising sign. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. That means a lot. And we're gonna start. Okay, make sure to check your rising sign. It is very important. But let's begin. In the beginning of month, we have some kind of tension. I would call it irritation. For you, it is related to your 4th house and your 7th house. So something to do with your place of living, or your parents and your friends or partners. So there could be some kind of tension revolving around the place of living. So I would say, like, one way that we can interpret this is that for some of you, maybe during this period you will introduce your partner to your family and they will be like, oh, we don't approve him or her, or like some kind of like irritation of sort, like this. Or it could be that maybe you are living with your partner and there could be some kind of argument, some kind of conversation that you will not like, or you will want to talk about this and they will not like it. Or it could be like literally about your living situation. Maybe some of you will be discussing topics of like why we are like in committed relationship but we don't live together. Like there could be a conversation about your place of living, your partner, or it could be about your parents and your partner. On 8th of March, this is for those Scorpio risings or Scorpios who are extremely creative, who are artists, let's say. If you look for dates to be inspired, to write something, to create, perfect period for that is 7, 8, 9. This period is just amazing for you to create, to channel information, and to be inspired. I usually track this period because I want to write songs and I want to channel information, because I cannot just sit down and be like, okay, time to write a song. No, you need to have the inspiration within you to have something to come out of you. So I always circle down the periods where Mercury and Neptune make aspects. And on 8th of March, 7, 8, 9, they're together. So it's perfect for channeling information. Or having like this period is also good for beautiful romantic dinner, like a perfect date. Maybe some of you will go on very romantic date during this time. And maybe during this period some of you can get pregnant. I don't know why I said it, but like maybe you will receive a news that you're pregnant, or your partner is pregnant, or someone in your house is pregnant, and you will be like, kid news will be there too. Okay. Mercury will go to Aries on 10th of March, and it's gonna enter your 6th house. So when Mercury goes to your 6th house, you're gonna be extremely busy at work. I would not suggest. I think during this period from 10th of March, you will be dealing with paper and documentation when it comes to maybe signing contracts for promotion, changing your job position, or looking for new places to work. But it is definitely related to your work, and it could be like, again, like you will be looking for a promotion, you will be looking for a job, or it could be the other way, you will be receiving news about the job during this period. So I would say if you're looking to find the perfect job opportunity for you, this is the period where you will finally receive some kind of support and news. At the same time, 6th house is not only work, but it's health, because these two go hand in hand. If you overwork yourself, you're gonna have health problems. So there should be a balance. Maybe during this period, some of you will be thinking about going and doing some health checkups for yourself or for your pets. Then Venus will be entering Pisces around 11th of March to your 5th house. If you are single Scorpio, March is the time where you will be finding people that will be extremely interested in you. You will be going on dates, mark my words. If you're single and if you're looking for a partner, this is the period where you will be finding people, or people will be finding you and inviting you for dates. That's dope. I don't know why I said that. So same thing goes for dates. Could be perfect time for creating, for coming up with ideas, perfect time for being super creative and using your inspiration. Some of you will be probably thinking about the way that you can monetize your hobbies, which means some of you will be thinking about starting a business or figuring out the ways that you can use your interests and your hobbies to make money, as I said, like monetization. As I also mentioned, some of you will be receiving news about kids. Either someone gets pregnant or you get pregnant, like kid news will be there. What it also means that if you already have a kid during this period, there will be lots of there will be like some kind of routine or some kind of event for your kids that you will be busy too. So maybe there will be some kind of competition and you will be the one who will be supporting your kid, taking them to these kind of events, and you will be fully invested, because also Mars goes to your 5th house around 22nd of March. So until 22nd of March, Mars is in your 4th house. So you're extremely busy at home, maybe reconstructing something in your house, or traveling somewhere. Oh my God. Some of you definitely will be, either for work or for some kind of reason, will be either changing countries, moving to different states, different cities, and that's why you will be extremely busy with like moving in and moving out. Maybe you will be busy with your parents and you will be in lots of contact and in like with your parents. And then from 22nd of March, Mars moves into your 5th house. So that's like a lot of energy towards dates, romance, kids, competitions especially, and also business opportunities and thinking about opening something that you like. And also on 10th of March, we're having a new moon in this 5th house again. Pregnancies, kids, dates, entertainment, romance, and businesses. Like this is very big and emphasized for you in March. And then important thing, we're having a lunar eclipse on 25th of March in Libra, 5 degrees of Libra in your 12th house. Let me tell you, this one is about letting go. This is a full moon of letting go of. For you, it could be of some addictions. I don't know what addiction do you have, but it could be like mental addiction, food addiction, drug addiction, some kind of addiction. You will be letting go of your life. It will just like go by itself. Some of you will probably invest your time, or it will just happen that like if you had some kind of mental health concern, it will also start like going away. But again, it means that you will be taking care of your health during this whole period, and I made a whole video about it before. Also, it's about letting go of some secrets, meaning that either you will be learning some secrets or you will be telling some people, close people to you, what was happening in your life. But also, if some of you had some ideas about relocating, immigrating, or finding job abroad and working like away from home, somewhere far, maybe during this period you will either receive results or you will make up your mind to do it or not to do it. But I would also say that there will be like results or news that you will be relocating or you will be moving somewhere or not. So this period is going to be like emotional roller coaster, like not too much, but you will feel it because Scorpios are water signs, so you might feel some kind of inside of you things happening because you will be thinking about the things that I just mentioned. Okay, and more things about your work and your health will be going on, because in April we will have a Mercury retrograde around 2nd of April, and the effects will already start happening from the end of March. So if there are some documents that have to be signed, some contracts, do it before 25th, before the end of March, because then we will have Mercury retrograde, which means if you receive news about old organization that you have already worked with, it's okay. But if it's something new, you deal with it before the Mercury retrograde begins. And if you're interested in one-on-one consultation with me, please contact me. I'm free and I am ready in accepting people for readings. And we're moving on to Libras. Let me move. Whoa, chill. Yay, Europe, you can hear everything and everyone. Okay, dear Libras, my favorite sign in the world, welcome to my channel. Please make sure to check your rising sign. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe and let me be a bit pretty for you, because some of you really like aesthetics, not some of you, all of you. So please make sure, oh, this looks good. Make sure to check your rising sign. It will resonate more. What do we have here? Love. We have some aspects happening. This whole month is extremely like, come on, like Libra risings are fully dedicated towards their partnerships. But let's see what else is there. So in the beginning of the month, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, we have Venus squaring Uranus. For you, it's happening in your love partnership and intimate connections. So there is some kind of tension, okay? Tension is there. And maybe you are dating someone and something is bothering you with this person, and something related to very private things like intimacy or some kind of secrecy, something to do with your partner is definitely bothering you, and it will be like a little bit irritating, and you might think to take some actions during this period, because then around 10, 11, 12, this period as well, then we have also Mars doing the same thing to your 8th house. So sudden things can happen, some kind of sudden arguments that might pop up, and you will be like, okay, we're done, we're moving. So It's highly suggested that during this period, okay, let go all of your heat and like all these emotions, but do not make drastic changes during this period. But there will be some kind of tension, and please let me know in comments what exactly plays out for you, because for those that I just mentioned, like love related and partnerships, for others of you, it could be if you have kids, it will be around kids and pregnancy. So there will be some kind of conversation or some kind of heat around kids and money. Or maybe, let's say some of you want to have kids, but then you don't have financial means to have a kid, and that's why there could be some kind of argument, some kind of irritation, it could be just in your head as well, but it's something that you will be thinking to take actions towards. Same thing for those who already have kids. Maybe something around your kids' life will need some kind of financial investment, some kind of money that you will be like, you will need to spend, and that will cause some kind of irritation for you. Okay, around 7th, 8th, and 9th of March, do not drink. I would say, especially if is this period a working day. If not, then you can have fun, you can drink, and okay, yeah. So 7, 8, 9 is Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I would say during this period, maybe be a little bit cautious of what you put into your system, like alcohol or some kind of food, because maybe during this period, like health wise, I don't know why I'm saying this, forget about it, but like sometimes there are some aspects that I don't talk about, but this time I decided to talk about it. And we're gonna move on to Mercury. Mercury will enter Aries to your 7th house around 10th of March, and it is going to your 7th house of one-on-one connections with your partner, which could be either business partner, it could be love partner, it can also be your client, someone that you work with one-on-one. And Mercury there does things like contracts, signing papers, dates, lots of conversation, which to me, I love it. Like you will be extremely like like busy with texting, messaging, signing contracts, having like negotiations, having conversations, having lots of customers. If you're in the field of providing service where you give the service via your like speaking, via your voice, you'll be busy, you will have clients during this period. Then Venus will enter Pisces around 11th, and Venus is gonna go to your 6th house. So for Libras, there's like 50% of 50% you will be extremely busy with your health and work, and another 50% partnership situation here. So Venus will enter your 6th house. To me, when Venus goes to 6th house, it's usually promotion, it's usually some kind of job offer, job opportunity that you like, because Venus won't accept anything that they don't like. So with Venus being in your 6th house, use this opportunity. If you're looking for jobs, if you're looking for some kind of promotions, for some kind of offers during this period from 11th, you will start receiving more opportunities, which is financially making you happy. Then on 10th of March, we have a new moon again in your 6th house. So I would say March, especially like from 10th of March, you're having new beginning in your life, and it is related to your career, to money that you will be receiving, because we have Venus there, and it is all like new to you. So you will have new coworkers, new people to interact with and to be with, because also Mars will enter your 6th house around 22nd of March, which means during this period you will be definitely extremely busy at work. Maybe you will change your location, your office, the place that you work with, and you will have new people around you, and you will be like busy learning, interacting with them. But I would say for some of you, which is highly unlikely, of Libra risings, you might have conflict, because Mars in 6th house can either give you like over ambition to overwork yourself, to work way too much, and it will decline your health. So try to find a balance. But it can also give some kind of argument with coworkers or employees or your employer. So that we can also look at. And the most interesting thing to me is that we are having a lunar eclipse in Libra, but it's a 5 degree of Libra. So if your rising starts from after 5 degrees of Libra, then you should check other reading. I think you can check Scorpio maybe, but or you can just reach out to me and we have a proper reading with you. But if your rising starts from 5th degree, then before 5th degree of Libra, then this eclipse is definitely influencing you a lot. This is like karmic period for you to make big decisions in your life related to you and people around you and your literally anything, work, career, parents, your partner, love, and kids, and so many things that will be directly influencing you. But also it could be the period where you will be letting go of some ideas, some like the things that you were thinking will be completely changing. That's why I would say this period is more like transformative for you, because you will be definitely spending so much time analyzing your life and your situation, people around you, and you will be thinking about how can I change my life. Like there will be like drastic change, and you will be, especially it's related to people around you, like your partners. That's why around the end of March, 25th of March starting, that's where eclipse period starts. During this period, again, do not make any drastic decisions and choices. You can have them in your head and like write them down somewhere, like express your feelings through like writing or through communicating, but not making decisions. Or maybe things will happen during this period, the period of eclipse, that will lead you maybe in April to take a step back and completely analyze everything. But big things and new changes are happening in March for you, for sure. And in April we're having Mercury retrograde, so some exes will be coming back to some of you, because for you it's definitely happening in 7th house. So look out for that. And if you're interested in one-on-one reading with me, contact me. I am free. I'm ready to accept clients and people who want to have a reading with me for their own chart. So let's go. We're moving on to Virgos. Oh, what happened? 1 second. Okay. Whew. Hello, dear Virgo. Welcome to my channel, and we are doing your March 2024 reading. Please make sure to check your rising sign. It is extremely important because I do forecast based on the house system. And I need to check how much okay, I need to reduce the light for my laptop because it might die. So this month is very interesting for Virgos. What do we have? We have some, like, I would say most of your attention will be around your partners and around money. So let's see how it goes. In the beginning of March, around like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and then around 10, 11, 12, during this period there will be like waves of irritation that you will be like a little bit bothered by, and it is related to your health or somebody else's health in your life, or it could be related to your work and how unwell they're paying you, because it's related to your 6th house of work and 8th house of money. So you will be like not satisfied with maybe something happens and you figure out that like, why this person who does less than me gets more money? Why is it happening? So there's going to be some kind of argument, some kind of irritation related to your work and finances. Or it could be health related situation. That is why maybe in the first part of a month, be extremely careful with your health. I don't know how to prepare for health situations, because you cannot tell someone like, oh, be careful walking, or be careful like something. So just be careful with your health, especially what you eat in this case, I would say. Okay, 8th of March, we're having very romantic day for you, because we're having Mercury and Neptune conjuncting together in your 7th house of partnership. So you can take it two ways. One, romantically. Two, business and contract related. So if we take it romantically, this is perfect day for a date. Maybe during this day, someone will ask you out, and this will be the most amazing day that you ever had. Okay? At the same time, if we're dealing with business contracts or some kind of paperwork to do with someone who is directly connected to you, like your client, your business partner, or maybe let's say a boss, do not sign anything on this date. 7, 8, 9, do not sign anything. And thanks God it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So if you receive something on 7th or 8th, you'll be like, I need some time to think about it, and then we will discuss. So next week, then you can reply and make your decision. On 10th of March, Mercury is going to Aries, to your 8th house, to your 8th house of money. As I said, like in the beginning, this month you will be really busy with thinking about money and your partners. So from 10th of March, when Mercury goes to your 8th house, some of you will be either receiving news about some kind of scholarship, about some kind of financial support. Yeah, you will receive some kind of maybe announcement that you can apply for some kind of financial support, for some kind of grant, and maybe in April you will receive results. But definitely this month, from 10th of March, you will be in your head thinking about where to find money, how can you increase your income source. So for example, maybe you will start applying for job positions, you will start applying for promotions, you will start investing and things of that nature. Some of you will be interested or learning about some deep topics like tarot or astrology, or maybe you will be learning some secrets about your family and you are like, oh my god, I didn't know. That's why, like as I said, like in the beginning of the video, if you're interested in tarot reading, you can definitely learn something new from tarot. But if you're interested in like astrology reading, there you can also figure out some things that you didn't know. So it's something like that. Venus will enter Pisces on 11th of March. So during this period from 11th of March until like April, like in April, you'll be busy. You'll be either on dates, you'll be like there will be so much attention around you. So for some, let's break it down. Like for some of you, it could be like dates, meaning like you will find someone, or someone who, I don't know how it works, but like people will be asking you out for dates and you will be like having lots of romantic interactions. Or if you are already in a relationship, you will be having your relationship will go to the next level, more affection, more love. If you have your own business, this is amazing because you will be receiving profits, you will be having more clients, or you will have more opportunities to develop your business, find the right partner, find the right, I don't know, people. For those who have like consultation type of businesses, this is the period where you will be extremely busy with clients, because you know when you do like a consulting job, which is like, let's say astrology, you don't have clients on schedule every single day like 9 to 5. No, they come and go, and some months it's a lot, some months it's not. This month for you is gonna be a lot. And also on 10th of March, we're having new moon in the same location. So new beginnings, new dates, new people coming into your life, new customers, new ideas, new partners, new contracts. And on 22nd of March, Mars will enter your 7th house. also depends on your chart. Like it could be even before or even later, because I don't know your degrees in your chart. But basically Mars goes into your 7th house, and that's when you will be very ambitious and very driven towards people that you interact with. Lots of communication, lots of movement, lots of discussion. For some of you, if you notice some kind of irritations during this period, you will be having some kind of arguments, but it really depends on the person. And a big important aspect of this month is lunar eclipse in Libra that is happening for you in your 2nd house on 25th of March. But the influence starts a week before, like 2 days before. Like the influence begins. For you, it's happening in the 2nd house of money. As I said in the beginning of this reading, that your month is going to be extremely busy around money. And I think I made a big video about this aspect of South Node and North Node changing signs. So make sure to check it out, because this month is very important. So what happens with lunar eclipse? It's lunar eclipse, which means it's a full moon, it's results, it's endings, it's closures. During this period, you will either receive news about like a new promotion, or you will be letting go of some kind of income source that will drive you to figure out other ways to make money. That's why Mercury in the 8th house talks about like, okay, time to figure out other ways to make money or look for promotions, because around this eclipse, you will be thinking about making drastic changes and transformations when it comes to your money situation. So for you, this one is mostly like full transformation, but when it comes to money. So this is very big. And the thing is, in April, we will have a Mercury retrograde again in your money field, and you will be receiving maybe offers from like your previous job or something already that you have worked for before. So maybe in the end of March, you will receive some kind of offers from your ex-employees or ex-clients. So look for that too. If you're interested in one-on-one reading with me, please contact me. I'm extremely free and I'm ready to accept more people to do their readings, because come on, I'm obsessed with astrology and I promise to be more consistent. And we're gonna move on to Leos. Let's go. Okay, let me take a sip of water. If you heard that, I'm sorry, but I cannot do anything. Whew. Hello, dear Leos. Welcome to my channel. This is your March 2024 reading, and I am excited because I live for this month. This is the best month, I think. I love March. For some reason, I just love it, because many things happen. But let me make myself a little bit pretty for you guys. I don't know if I'm pretty, but what I see is okay. It's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. Please make sure, no, this is not okay. Please make sure to check your rising signs. This is extremely important to do for my readings, because I go through housing system, okay? And we're ready to go. In the beginning of this month, there is going to be lots of tension and irritation. I don't talk about like tension and irritation usually on my readings, but I think like with what has been happening in February, I have to talk about this. And if you're wondering when all of this will end, it will end in March. So what's going on? Sorry for the noise. Venus will be from Aquarius, from your 7th house of partnership, making a square to your 10th house of career. This is extremely big. I would say definitely big, because I can feel it for sure. Why is it big? Big meaning, oh, should I scream for them to close the door or not? Okay, I'm getting irritated. That makes sense. I'm really sorry for that. But let's go. I need to find a place one day where I can, or maybe just, I don't know. I'm really sorry that it's happening during your reading, but the thing is, it's my reading too, because I'm Leo rising. So Seventh house is directly influencing you, and it is directly giving tension when it comes to your career and your work and just your life in general on a bigger scale, on a bigger picture, like you as a person in this world. Okay, you can dislike this video, it's fine. I don't know what to do. So what happens during this period, we have from 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of March, there will be like this tension will be coming in waves, like you can see in this video. I might cry right now, calm down. But yeah, from 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, there will be like a tension related to the things that I just mentioned, and then around 9, 10, 11, 12. So it's gonna be like this, and again, it's related to your partnerships, to people that are like, to not people, to one-on-one connections that you have, and your career and work. But also, it's the 10th house is the house of marriage as well. So some of you during this period might meet someone, or if you have already met someone, you will be discussing or figuring out the ways about like further commitment of the relationship. How can you grow this relationship, and when you can get married? Maybe there will be like a discussion about marriage and how you can make your relationship official, and there could be some kind of obstacles, and that could be irritating to you. For some of you who want to have their own businesses, let's say, this partnership situation will be causing you lots of like maybe confusion or thoughts in your head in terms of like, do I really need a partner to build something, build a career, or I can do it on my own? Should I depend on someone or I shouldn't? So there is this kind of tension either within you or happening like in general. And the thing is, Venus and Mars are for you in your 7th house, like until 10th for sure. You're having Venus in your 7th house of partnership. So if you're single during this period, there's an opportunity for you to meet someone through a friend, through some kind of interaction where you can meet someone and you will be on dates. Then around here, I will say it for some of you who are interested in trading, or you do investments, or you work with scholarship or grants. Around 8th of March, Mercury will be conjuncting with Neptune in your 8th house. So during this time, you will be either receiving news or some kind of updates about financial situation in your life. So it could be like some kind of trading news, or some kind of grants, or some kind of financial offers that you might be receiving. Depending on your chart, this could be good or bad, but for that I have to see the chart to say like, oh, it's actually like something that will be benefiting you, or the other way around. But either way, if you feel like it's something that might be a little bit like not in a benefit location, then during this period it's better not to make any decisions related to finances. Like, maybe if you're not sure, do not invest during this period. But if your chart is good, maybe if you invest during this period, then it's gonna give good results. You see, it really depends. That's why you have like private readings for that. This is like general, as you can tell. Mercury will enter Aries on 10th of March. It will go to your 9th house. So during this time, I can clearly see that some of you will be dealing with your documents related to your institution, to your university, to your degree, like thesis, for example. I will have to be dealing with my thesis during this period. Some of you will be signing contracts, or you will be applying for some kind of job opportunities to work with foreigners or abroad. Some of you will be learning and thinking about applying for language school, or applying for some kind of university for higher degree, or applying for jobs, as I said, with foreigners or internationally. Then Venus will enter Pisces around 11th, and it's gonna go to your 8th house. So here if we're thinking about money, Venus going to your 8th house of money, it is good. Okay, I'm telling it to myself too, it's good. During this period from 11th of March, your financial situation will go whoop, better, higher, stronger. So it means that during this period you will be receiving either grants, some kind of scholarships, some kind of money that will be like just like coming to you, of course through hard work, because I don't see Jupiter doing any aspect here. So with Venus there, and then new moon on 10th of March, also happening in your 8th house of money. We're talking about like income, we're talking about investments, we're talking about grants and scholarship. So news around those topics will be happening for you. I cannot wait for it, because I don't want to do an internship for free. If I do internship, which I have to do, I of course need it with money. So look out for March if you were looking for financial income coming your way. And as I said, trading wise, maybe this is also an interesting month for you to think about. And the thing is, Mars will enter the same house around 22nd of March, and Mars is like a little bit like interesting in the 8th house. It likes it, but it might not like it because it's in Pisces. So it's very like interesting case to look at depending on your chart. And again, you will be busy with thinking about how to make money, but not only thinking, but actually working towards making money. Maybe taking trading seriously, taking investment seriously, finding other hustles, like other ways to make money. And then on 25th of March, we're having a lunar eclipse in Libra, which is happening for you in your 3rd house, which is opposing your 9th house. So here we're talking about letting go. It's a full moon, it's closure, it's endings, it's results, and letting go of things related to your siblings, people around you from your childhood, your neighbors, some kind of courses, some kind of skills you will be finishing. So for example, if you were thinking about, oh, maybe I should start learning, like, I don't know, AI or programming, during this period you will be like, hey, make sure you focus, not do a skill or like a course. You have to do like something big, or you fully invest into that. So there will be letting go of this kind of either ideas or people in your life. Highly suggest during this period to not travel for you specifically, because we're dealing with eclipse period, and for you it happened to be in transportation access. So do not travel, especially like flying somewhere far. Do not. There are like, sometimes I'm like, oh, you don't have to, it would be good, but like there's like Mercury retrograde and eclipses and some other harsh aspects, and I'm like, do not. Please listen to me. If you're watching this channel, it means you are here for an advice. The advice is, do not travel, do not make drastic decisions during this period, the eclipse period. Also, Mercury will be going retrograde around 2nd of April, but the influence will start earlier. So depending on if you have strong Gemini and Virgo aspects in your chart, this will start influencing you in March already. That is why if there are some things related to your university, to your degree, to your professors, to some documents, to your visa, to your applications, do them before the Mercury retrograde. So finish everything by the end of March. This is a good advice for me, actually. Yes, and if you're interested in one-on-one reading with me, the links are down below. I will be waiting for a reading with you. Super excited because I haven't done astrology in a while. And we're gonna move on to Cancers. Let me drink some tea. Okay, dear Cancers, welcome to my channel. Please make sure to check your rising sign. This is extremely important to do because I'm going with house systems. And let's begin. Around 8th of March, we're having this interesting aspect that you can take it either positively or negatively. It's on you. Mercury is going to conjunct Neptune in your 9th house. So to me, it's something very positive because your 9th house is Pisces and your Cancer. There's going to be beautiful trine and like good connection. Meaning, during this period, some of you will be receiving news around education or working abroad, living abroad, moving abroad, preparing your documents. Some kind of like good news about this will come that you have been waiting for, that you were praying for. Also, it could mean that during this period you could be maybe receiving some kind of news or support from someone who is spiritual, or like we call them like also guru, like guru meaning a person who is skilled in whatever field that they are working at. And this is like very nice aspect to look for, especially if you want to, let's say, maybe travel somewhere during this period, especially to the nature or closer to like lakes or ocean. You can like circle this date, 8th or 9th, I think it's Friday, Saturday. You can like plan something and you will really enjoy that period. But it's maybe not the best idea to sign something, like make official decision during this period. So don't do that. Okay. Mercury will enter Aries on 10th of March. It's gonna go to your 10th house of career. This is very beautiful. From 10th of March, some of Cancers will be receiving big news, lots of like status change. Maybe during this period you will either ask for promotion or apply for a new job position, or you will find an opportunity to do so, and you will be working towards that because later you will have more planets moving into that location and giving you results. But at the moment you will be thinking about maybe applying for a new job position, maybe getting married, maybe receiving some kind of big change. So for example, this can also mean maybe receiving a proposal, marriage proposal, work proposal, something to do with your work, but something that is going to definitely shift your working situation a bit, because it's mostly gonna happen in your head. But I definitely see some kind of movement, some kind of speed towards applying, towards asking, and towards like claiming what is yours. Venus will enter Pisces on 11th of March. It's gonna go to your 9th house. So during this period, definitely you are receiving like some kind of luck when it comes to foreigners, to something spirituality, to your education, to your documents, like preparing your visas and etc. But also, it's also some kind of profit that comes from foreigners, that comes from things related to spirituality, or from education, from teaching, or maybe if you were looking for some kind of good teacher to learn from, to go to school for, to gain some kind of knowledge. It's anything that you have been wishing for, it will be kind of granted during this period. And also 10th of March, we're having a new moon in the same location. So lots of interaction, lots of movement towards bigger picture, because 9th house is also big vision, big goal that you have in life. It's more like planning out and then later figuring out the steps to move towards. So some kind of big picture will be beginning for you, some kind of new beginning related to the things that I just mentioned earlier with this new moon. And also on 22nd of March, Mars will move into your 9th house. Definitely I can see some Cancer risings traveling, moving abroad, traveling or getting accepted to universities and studying. Depends on your rising sign, I can definitely say. Lots of movement, lots of hustling. You'll be extremely busy maybe taking exams, preparing for school, preparing lots of things, but physically you will be extremely busy. And on 25th of March, we're having a lunar eclipse in Libra that is happening in your 4th house. Also depends on your time of birth, because it's 5 degrees of Libra. It can be in your 3rd house or it could be in your 4th house. So you check that out and watch depending on that. So lunar eclipse in the 4th house is about letting go. It's a closure, it's ending, it's some kind of results. And for you, it is happening on the axis of work, marriage, or like retirement, and in the axis of your home, the place where you live in, your parents, and the country that you want to call your home, for example. So there's going to be lots of thoughts in your head, lots of decisions that you will be making around this period about the things that I just mentioned, and it is going to be very influential eclipse because it's gonna affect you directly. So during this period you might feel a little bit irritated, or there could be some kind of tons of emotions, for example. So it is highly suggested that during this period you don't make drastic decisions. But some of you, I can see, could be receiving marriage proposal. Some of you, because I can see that there is an opportunity to receive some kind of big opportunity towards something that will change your status, like from being broke to having a job, from being single to having someone, from being like dating to like marriage, and etc. Something very big around your parents, around your life, your home, and etc. And also in the end of the month, we will start feeling the influence of Mercury retrograde. So for you, again, it is related to your 10th house of career, your status, and news will be around that. Maybe your ex-employer will be reaching out to offer you some things, or maybe your ex will be reaching out to you saying like, oh, let's get married, or something like that. All topics will be coming back. So if you if there are some kind of documents, that some new beginnings that you have to decide on, do it before the end of the March. And if you're interested in reading with me, please contact me. I'm free this time. I have no plans, nothing to do, so I am available to receive clients this time. And we're gonna move on to Gemini. I need to check one thing before. So Geminis, I'm really sorry that this is happening, that now we are going backwards, but I'm just testing how it's gonna go. Plus I never receive any comments from Gemini, so I don't know if Geminis actually watch me. So if you are watching my channel, please let me know. I will be very curious to know, because usually nobody of Geminis leave comments. Let me see. I'm really sorry, but I cannot pause this video because it's iPhone. They don't have this option of pausing. But let's begin this reading. Please make sure to check your rising sign. It is extremely important because I go by house system. And the beginning of month is going to be a little bit irritating for you when it comes to the topics related to immigration, visa applications, and documents, and maybe working for foreigners, or working abroad, or working from home outside, like somewhere away from people. So this topic is going to be a little bit irritating to you, and it might cause some kind of emotional like roller coaster. So around 2nd, 3rd, 4th of March, and then around 10, 11, 12th of March. So if something like that happens, just know that like it is meant to be. Plus during this period, highly not recommended to travel, especially fly abroad, like, or make this big decision, like big change, to be like, okay, I'm moving, I'm going away. Don't do it during this period. Later you can do it. And Mercury will be entering Aries around 10th of March to your 11th house. So during this period from 10th of March, you will be super busy networking, communicating, being around people, attending lots of like maybe conferences or events or competitions where you will be public. So this can also mean that during this period, if you were interested in starting your own blog, your own channel, like YouTube channel, your Instagram, during this period, you can definitely do it. But definitely you will be busy with people who are like-minded like you. Venus will enter Pisces around 11th of March, and it's gonna go to your 10th house. So if you were looking for promotions or job opportunities or some kind of offers, from 11th of March, Venus will be there and really pushing you towards, like, giving you lots of confidence and self-esteem that you deserve more, time to ask for promotion, time to get what you want. Also, for some of you, it could be that you could receive some kind of proposal related to marriage, a marriage proposal, because then we, on 10th of March, we have a new moon in your 10th house as well. To me, this talks about some kind of big change in your life when it comes to completely like changing your status. It could be as big as getting such a big promotion or working for such a big company, like receiving an offer to work for a big company, like a big not transformation but change that will, like, socially you will be known for, like, oh wow, they moved their career and now they're like this big manager or director or something like that. Also, it could be that some of you will receive marriage proposal, and some of you could be just making a big shift in your life. Like, for example, some of you can get retired and you're like, finally, I'm not gonna work anymore. Some of you could become a grandparent or a parent, so you will give birth, someone will give birth or you will give birth, and you will be definitely, I can see like kids there, so you will become a parent or an uncle or an aunt, like depending on your situation. There's like a big status change, like your title will change. This is very big thing that I can see. Plus, on 22nd of March, Mars will move into your 10th house, and that's when you will be very ambitious and very busy at work, working, applying, and doing lots of like your physical body is going to be also busy during this period. Then on 25th of March, we're having a lunar eclipse, and this is where I said, like, I can see kids, because this lunar eclipse will be happening for you in your 5th house of kids, of business ideas, of monetizing your interests, your hobbies, and making money from them. It can also be that some of you will finally meet someone during this period, or you will let go of this idea that you were, let's say you were dating someone and it was like not going anywhere and it was like ups and downs. During this time, you will be letting go of that person and you will be moving on to somebody new, or the opportunities like this will come out. And as I said, some of you definitely getting marriage proposals. Like, I cannot wait for someone to comment down below and say like, yes, I got a proposal to get married. So this is something big. But letting go of some kind of, it can also be that you will be letting go of some kind of ideas that you had for, let's say, for your business. Maybe you were thinking about to open some kind of YouTube channel or to open some kind of small business, and maybe you will be like, okay, not this time, I don't want to do it, I want to focus on something else. Maybe I want to work with people and join some kind of communities rather than doing something on my own. This could be like very interesting and very big month for you to kind of like analyze your situation, because it is definitely related to like something big in your life as career and your reputation. So let me know, what is it about? And also in April, we will have Mercury retrograde in your 11th house of friendships, communities, groups, projects, and profits. and social media. And maybe during from the end of the March, you will receive lots of texts and lots of messages from your friends from the past. This is something that usually happens during Mercury retrograde, or maybe you will receive profits from old things that you were doing before. And I'm really sorry for the beginning of this video, but if you're interested in one-on-one reading with me, please contact me. I am free this month and maybe next month because I have nothing to do. I'm done with my school, so I will be happy to do a reading for you. And now we're gonna move to Taurus, but I will need a little bit of water, like just here, like give me a second. Okay, so welcome dear Tauruses. Please make sure that you are checking your rising sign. And you know the drill. It's very important because I do the house system. If you're new to this channel, please subscribe. It will mean a lot to me. And this month is very interesting for you guys. Let me take a sip. And I'm sorry that now you're in the end, but I'm testing something. So let's see how it goes. This month is very, very big for you. I mean, it's very big for everyone, but for you, it's going to be definitely interesting to observe. In the beginning of the month, you will have some kind of tension, some kind of irritation when it comes to you and your career and your status and your reputation. So this topic will be like, maybe the reason I'm telling you about this, maybe it already started happening in February. So there could be some kind of argument, some kind of irritation, some kind of unfair situation when it comes to your work, maybe to your boss, and you are really not happy with the situation, and it could be causing some kind of arguments, or just like in your brain you will be not happy with the situation. And the period is from 2nd, 3rd, 4th. It comes like in waves, and around 10, 11, 12. For some of you, it might prolong until 19th, but like it really depends on how you deal with this. But we can move to Mercury. Mercury moves to your 12th house on 10th of March. And when Mercury goes to 12th house, we have to think about our mental health, about our health, or we can think about some things that you don't want to tell other people. Or it can also be that preparing documents for immigration, preparing your documents for moving somewhere, for traveling somewhere, or for working from home for someone, and something that you don't want to share with other people. Venus on 11th of March, like the next day, will enter your 11th house of friends, communities, groups, projects, and profits, and social media. There are so many ways you can interpret this, but for some of you who are just curious if you're single, if you can meet someone, yes, you can meet someone through your friends, through some kind of events, through some kind of conferences, online. So go for it, girl or boy, I don't know, just go for it. For others of you, if you have if you're like a public figure and your work depends on other people, during this month you will definitely have the attention from other people. Let's say you have a YouTube channel, boom, people will know about you, people will start listening to you and asking for your advice and your help. It can also mean that during this period you will want to work with someone on some kind of project together. For others of you who have their own businesses or some kind of work where your income depends on the clients and the amount of work that you do, during this period you will be receiving like big bonuses or big profits. And the thing is also, you will have new moon on 10th of March in the same location. So new beginnings when it comes to some of you may be thinking about starting a YouTube channel, starting a social media, becoming public figure, making more friends and interacting with more people. Because also maybe some of you already in February and the beginning of March moved countries or moved offices and moved their like career to the place where now you are interacting and having new people around you, so you have to engage and make more connections. So this is a possibility there. So this is like a new beginning for you. That's why new moon here is emphasizing that. Maybe again, new moon for finding your love. And Mars until 22nd of March is in your 10th house. So that's why I'm saying some kind of big changes at work will be happening until the end of the month. And from the beginning of the month, you will be already engaging and interacting with new people around you, because then Mars will enter the 11th house that I just talked about in the end of the month. And on 25th of March, we're having a lunar eclipse in Libra in your 6th house of work and health. As I said, during this month, you will be thinking about like either working abroad, about like immigrations, or your health, your mental health. With this lunar eclipse, you will be letting go of, let's say, some kind of addictions that are causing harm to your health. So there will be closure, ending, and results related either to your health, to your pets, or your work. So again, like big changes happening in your career and your surrounding in people that are around you. And I think I will make a bigger video about this later. And again, like this 12th house of immigration, spirituality, retreats, working from home, working from home, or doing something secretly will be very emphasized for you. And even maybe like you will learn some kind of new things that you didn't know about, like secrets will be coming out for you. And if you're interested in one-on-one reading with me, I am extremely free. I don't have any school anymore, hopefully, and I didn't find any internship yet, so I'm free to have any type of consultation. So if you're interested in reading with me, I will be extremely happy and eager to do your reading. And we're gonna move on to Aries. Hello dear Aries, thank you for your patience. I know you prefer to be first because that's where you should be, but this month I just want to try something new and see how it goes. Let me take a sip of water. Let's begin. Dear Aries, please check your rising sign. It is extremely important, very important, because I go with house system when I do my reading. So what do we have here? Mercury is in Aries from 10th of March. So until 10th of March, you are dealing with some things related to immigration, to some kind of secrets that you don't want to tell other people, some things that you're doing behind the scene and nobody has to know. You're dealing with documents of like immigration, your visas. Maybe some of you are taking care of your mental health, taking supplements, taking pills. I should be doing that too. So then from 10th of March, and the thing is, February and March are a little bit heavy for Aries, which totally makes sense because most of the planets for you are happening in your 12th house, where you have to make sure that you relax. So please, dear Aries, Aries risings, Aries sun, Aries moon, during this period, it's highly recommended for you to go on a retreat, to chill, to be at home and like very lay back, because it's too much energy there that is happening for you in your 12th house. Or you can spend this time on meditations or going outside to the nature and being outside. As I said, like, yeah, I'm repeating myself, but the thing is, from 10th of March, this energy will start shifting a little bit. So until 10th of March, you will be really discovering yourself, who you are, what do you want to do. And then from 10th of March, you will be a little bit more sure about exactly what do you want to do, and you will be making plans, thinking about the ways that you can, I don't know, get a job or find friends or interact. Like there are some things that will be like, you will feel this butterflies and flowers coming out of you, like you will start like already moving towards this new beginnings. But then around 11th of March, Venus will go to your 12th house, and this is the time where maybe some of you will receive some kind of financial support or offers to either work online, work remotely, work for someone, do something spiritual, go on a retreat, because also on 10th of March we're having a new moon in your 12th house. So to me it looks like some Aries during this period will be finalizing some things, making some kind of closures and figuring out their life in a different way, and making like conclusions that will lead you like in April to complete new beginnings, because we're ending March with an eclipse and that is directly influencing you. And on 22nd of March, Mars is going to your 12th house too. So here I can see that some of you might be immigrating, might be traveling abroad, moving abroad, relocating, changing your place of living, because you'll be extremely like taking some steps towards that, or preparing documents vigorously ASAP. Like you will be very busy with that. But what I notice, really what I notice is that people during this period go abroad for retreats, or start taking supplements, or start really taking care of their mental health and even physical health. But also it's some secrets will be coming out for you, and also the big event of the month is an eclipse in Libra, which is opposite to you, like in your 7th house. So this one is something big. This Libra eclipse, full moon lunar eclipse, 5 degree of Libra, happening in your 7th house of partnerships, where we're dealing with this full moon is about letting go, completion, and results. So I can clearly see that some of Aries this March, this spring, are taking control over their lives and being in charge of everything, because to me it looks like you will be letting go of some people in your life who do not serve you. Especially this, I'm talking about like one-on-one connections. I'm not talking about friends. Maybe if it's like friend that you interact with daily, to the point that that friend is more like a family, like a partner to you. So there could be that you'll be letting go of some people, like partners will be moving away from you, like going away from your life, which is actually benefiting you, which is très bien, actually, it's good. But also it could be that you will be fed up with some kind of patterns and behaviors in the people that you are interacting with daily, that you will be like saying, I choose me, I want these things in my life, and I expect some kind of specific behavior from the people in my life. So that will be like really shifting. But for some of you it can also mean like a complete transformation of your relationship with other people and how you see other people in your life. Maybe a change, a shift of your status, your interaction with your partner. I could say some of you might be receiving like marriage proposals, or some kind of proposals from business partners or clients. So it's very big, and I wouldn't say I wouldn't recommend to make any drastic changes during this period. It's better to like, okay, I will think about it, let's see how it goes. But things that have to go will go, and it is okay to let them go. That's the main thing. But the main focus here, and I made a whole video about it, I believe, is to focus on yourself, to become a little bit more selfish, because the North Node is in Aries, which is amazing. Time to claim everything that is of your own, time to be extremely ambitious, time to be this badass, okay? Because from 22nd of March, Sun will move into Aries, and that's when you will take all of your power back. If you were figuring out when this energy will go away and I will feel like myself again, 20th of March for sure. If especially you are like a rising sign and your sun sign. So happy birthday if you have a birthday in March. And if you're interested in one-on-one reading with me, reach out to me. I'm extremely free this whole period. I'm done with school, so I'm ready to accept clients and do readings for you guys. So thank you very much for being in this channel, and I'll see you later. Bye.